Okay. All right. It's time for us to do this. Welcome back. The way this is seeming right now, we should be done with this outline pretty soon. I'm just gonna go over things again and we'll go from there. The next time I'm streaming this is gonna be on today's Sunday, Tuesday. Next time I'll stream this is on Tuesday, because tomorrow's gonna be a tight moon day. So let's see. We got cost of service, what furniture are in Umineko, furniture as people, why the Ushiromiya family treat furniture as less, the psychological cost of being furniture, which is a big one, how furniture still express humanity. Oh yeah, because I had to stop this the other day. Okay, because we did Shannon and we did Kanon, so I think we have to do Kumasawa and we have to do Genji. So let me just read this over again. So Shannon's wharf displays compassion and openness towards the cousins, showing the human side that contradicts the furniture label. Okay. Pretty self-explanatory. Kanon's restraint. Kanon expresses humanity differently from his sister. Deep down, he wants connection, but pushes people away due to his role as furniture. He does display brief moments of emotion, honesty, which reveals someone who feels deeply, but refuses to let those feelings shape his actions. This is why I proofread for random mistakes like that. Okay, so we'll do Kumasawa and we'll do Genji. Then we'll figure out what the next session is gonna be. Alright, Kumasawa. I don't want to say warmth again, because Shannon... Wait a minute, yeah, we can actually. I'm doing something naughty. Because again, we know the theories regarding Shannon, but that's not this type of video. So I'm gonna say Kumasawa's natural warmth. We shall not Yasu today. Alright, so when I think of Kumasawa, this is how they still express humanity. So Kumasawa, I feel she has her sense of humor and she's laid back. It lightens the mansion's atmosphere. Alright. Her humor. Lighten the mansion's atmosphere. This shows a gentler humanity that goes beyond her servant role or furniture role. We'll say so. Yeah. Alright, so before I forget, I have a video that's coming out probably Tuesday, which is the isolation one. The Tight Moon one is probably going to be released on Christmas. This one will be released before New Year's. Definitely before New Year's. This one's gonna take a little bit longer because my fighting game / Umineko buddy is gonna help me out with something in regards to this. It's just in regards to footage. I don't play Shannon and Kanon and Ogon. He does. He can beat my ass for 10 minutes straight. Because he definitely does beat my ass in that game. One of the few, but I have to go off of his schedule. So he says he's down whenever to let him know when I'm actually done with the narrative. So I think we should be good with the outline probably on Tuesday, unless I come up with something that I want to talk about. Then we'll get on to the narrative. I'm looking for at least an 8-minute video, at least. So by New Year's, this will be released. Definitely Isolation comes out by Tuesday. The Tatsuki video with Type Moon ones will probably be up by Christmas because that's in the narrative phase. So I do the outline first, then I do the narrative. Then this one is at the end of the outline phase, I believe. Then we'll start the narrative afterwards. So Kumasawa's natural warmth. Her humor and laid-back approach lighten the mansion's atmosphere. This shows a gentler humanity even within her servant role. This is character creation from Dark Souls 1. Sorry. That just came out of nowhere. Wait, is it Demon Souls? No, it's Dark Souls. Ooh. Okay. Genji, the perfect ideal servant. So Genji's he does display subtle humanity though. I think we could talk about that. I kind of alluded to that earlier. Even with his like perfect servant like image, he does show signs of humanity. Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Through disciplined. No. No, we can do it. Though disciplined. Yes. Though disciplined and formal. Genji's presence and rare gentle remarks. Yeah. Rare gentle remarks. Remind the audience, me and you, that he's more than just a perfect. That he's more than just a perfect servant. Like he displays humanity, but he knows his place. I did the thing. He knows his place. That he is more, and he is more than the perfect servant that Kinzo expects. Image that Kinzo expects. Okay, I think that's good. So let's read this and we'll go from there. So section 6 will be how furniture still express humanity. So Shannon's wharf. Shannon displays compassion and openness toward the cousins, showing a human side that contradicts the furniture label. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, this was Dark Souls 1. So they must have been Demon Souls. Alright. Kanon's restraint. Kanon expresses humanity differently from his sister. Deep down, he wants connection, but pushes people away due to his role as furniture. He does display brief moments of emotion and honesty, which reveals someone who feels deeply, but refuses to let those feelings shape his actions. Kumasawa's natural warmth. Her humor and laid-back approach lighten the mansion's atmosphere. This shows a gentler humanity even within her servant role. Genji's subtle humanity. Though disciplined and formal, Genji's presence and rare gentle remarks remind the audience that he is more than the perfect servant image that Kinzo expects. Okay. Alright, so we need to figure out what section 7 is going to be. So we've talked about the cost of service, what furniture are in Umineko, the furniture as people, why do she make family tree furniture as less? What the fuck? The psychological cost of being furniture. While furniture still express humanity. Wait a minute. I got something, I think. Yeah, I got something. Wait. Because we talked about why furniture what furniture are in Umineko. We can talk about why the furniture matter in the Umineko space. In the wait, why furniture matter in Umineko's core themes. Yes, yes, we can do that. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Section 7. Okay. Let's think about this. Because we know on we'll use Rokenjima as like the foundation. They're servants of the Ushiromiya family who live in Rokenjima. And the Ushiromiya family lives off of a hierarchy which has Kinzo at the top and Rosa at the bottom, excluding the servants. We're just using the core Ushiromiya family. So Kinzo up top, Rosa at the bottom. We can do a hierarchy, which we kind of did earlier, but dehumanization, because again, they're not really treated as humans. Wait, we can do this because aside from the servants, there's a hierarchy system in regards to like everything, like Beatrice's familiars, the stakes, Beatrice's helpers, Runaway, God, and so forth. Yeah, like even aside from the furniture, there is a hierarchy system in multiple groups, so we can. Yes, we can do this. Damn, that's gonna be kind of awkward to talk about because I don't want to talk about them because that's their own video. But I guess we can slightly allude to things. Yeah, well, all right. Okay, this will be kind of weird, but we can do this. So, hierarchy. Hierarchy. Yeah, dehumanization. Hmm. Just Dark Souls 2. I'm very based about it. Hmm. I gotta think about this. Because going off of that just completely just that just completely just like wrecked my train of thought. Okay, that's gonna throw me off so much. I love Dark Souls, but damn, that ambience is too much. Fuck it, we'll go to Majula. Okay, because the way things are set up in Umineko is obviously you have your top dogs up top, and you have the people below them. Because the people up top, Kinzo, we'll use Beatrice, Kinzo and Beatrice as an example. They look down at the people below them. So, excluding Beatrice, the concept of furniture It shows how their system produces people to roles. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so the composition of furniture reflects 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 rigid systems. Reduce people to roles. Because yes, because Umineko shows how labels and status determine your value. New voices matter and who can be ignored. Yes. All right. We got something. And it's kind of hilarious when Rosa does it. Yeah, Umineko shows how labels and status. Hello. Man, so tired. I gotta finish this up before I do anything else tonight. But how have you been? How have you been? Umineko shows how labels and status. Yeah, labels and status determine someone's value. No, determines whose voice matters. Whose voices matter. Can I spell? Whose voices matter and whose can be ignored. Hierarchy and demonization. The concept of furniture reflects how rigid systems reduce people to roles. Umineko shows how labels and status determines whose voices matter and whose can be ignored. Okay, that's good. Damn. Wow. How do I like capitalize off of that? So when all right, we'll use Shannon as an. All right, we'll go off of Shannon. Shannon fits the role as Ferge to a T, but she has human emotions. She wants to kind of be her own person. Okay. She wants to love. There we go. Love, love, love. She wants to love, but she can't overstep. Love under restrictions. Yes, love under restriction. Yes. God, this is actually kind of weird. I think aloud. Don't mind me. All right. Love under restriction. Love under restriction. That's why I love you, Neko. It's so complex. Love under restriction. Because they're capable of love, but they again know your place. Furniture are capable of love. Furniture are capable of love. But because of the structure they're forced to work in. No, but the structure they live in places restrictions. No, limits. Places limits on how that love can be expressed. They have to know their place. At the end of the day, they have to remember their place. To the Ushiromiya family, yes, they are actual people. All right. Holy crap! This is actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Okay. All right. So we talked about hierarchy and demonization, love under restriction. Damn. Wait. So the Ushiromiya family. Wow, I really fucked that up. So the Ushiromiya family, they aren't actually people. They aren't actually people. Okay. Wait a minute. They are actually people. We can do something with this. Yes. We'll just say humanity denied but not erased. Because the story never, well, each episode never shows us the furniture are inhuman. That's just the label that Ushiromiya family places on them. They're only treated as such. Okay. Each episode shows us. No, each episode never portrays. Never portrays furniture as not people. It's not people. They're only treated as such. They're only treated as such. I gotta put this for myself. By Umineko standards, what really defines a person? Okay. I need one more. Hierarchy and demonization, love under restriction, humanity denied but not erased. Let's try to think outside the box here. When I think of Shannon and Kanon, what are they doing like after? They're never in the same area at the same time. Unless I'm bugging. But they're usually doing their jobs. Their responsibilities. That's what all the servants are doing. They're going about their days doing what they have to do because it's their job. But they're less than human, of course, in the Ushiromiya family. How about we do this? They have responsibility, but no power. I think that can work. Yes. Responsibility without power. And I cannot spell when I'm streaming. That's the ongoing gag. I can never spell when I'm actually streaming. Without power. Because they're expected to bear responsibility for like everything they do. They have little. Oh yeah, we can do that. So furniture are expected. Furniture are expected to bear responsibility responsibility while having little authority. This is kind of imbalance if you really think about it, because you have all this responsibility, but you have no power or any say in the matter. I'm just reading of death right now, but I'm thinking of something. Furniture expected to bear responsibility while having little authority. Wait a minute. You knew so what the fuck? Give me a second. Okay. I'm gonna do a funny. Let's think about Beatrice. She has all this. There's a conflict between Beatrice right now. She has all this power, but but limited accountability. That's an imbalance right there. Yes. Okay. This imbalance. Oh, this is gonna be a really weird take. This imbalance mirrors a conflict in Umineko. Between power and accountability. Oh, that's gonna be a funny one to actually explain. Between power and accountability. Because they have all this responsibility but no power. Look at Beatrice. She has all this. Damn it! She has all this power, but do you ever see Beatrice being accountable for all the shit that she does? Oh, that's gonna be such a fun one to actually go about. Alright. I gotta read this. So, Section 7. Why furniture matters to Umineko's core themes. Hierarchy and dehumanization. The concept of furniture reflects how rigid systems reduce people to roles. Umineko shows how labels and status determines why am I doing that? Determines whose voice matters and whose can be ignored. Who can be ignored. So, love under restriction, furniture are capable of love. The structure they live in places limits on how that love can be expressed. They have to know their place. At the end of the day, they have to remember their place. To the Ushiromiya family, they aren't actually people. So they aren't capable of love. Humanity denied but not erased. Each episode never portrays furniture as not people. They're only labeled as such. This is a question for me. By Umineko standard, what really defines a person? I gotta think about that one. I will phone a friend. So the last one, which is kind of a weird, funny take by me. Responsibility without power. Furniture are expected to bear responsibility while having little authority. This is an imbalance. Because this imbalance mirrors a conflict in Umineko between power and accountability. Because you have Beatrice being all powerful, but she's never accountable for anything that she does, for the most part. I'm gonna definitely sit on that one because that one is a take. Okay, well, how long am I streaming this for? About 30 minutes. Good stuff. Okay, so I gotta wrap things up because I gotta go have dinner. I gotta do spray animation later. So, like I mentioned earlier, this will be released before the end of the year. I'm doing this alongside Type Moon, the Type Moon one. So be patient with me. This will get released eventually. And as usual, if there's any requests for any other Umineko ones, just let me know. Besides that, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Take care.